And welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you've secured your D&D snacks and got your stretches in. As we jump back into the game, we'll get right to it. So, as the battlefield sort of lessens, you hear the sounds of the forest, and you have a couple of dead gnolls and a dead hyena in front of you, a couple that escaped into the forest, and one that is asleep in the snow.
Can I go over and look over it to see maybe any information on where they might have came from? Or
So what are you looking for specifically?
trinkets, any items that could maybe tell us.
Sure. Yeah, just make an investigation
in the
check.
general area or something. Investigation.
Yep.
That should be 15.
At 15, you're sort of patting this knoll down, and you see just a couple of items that may not necessarily tell you from where they came, but lots of just symbols like branded and like painted onto their flesh. You notice that the short swords they're holding in his hand are lashed to his arm, so that they don't let go of them. You see some other things like some trinkets that they've picked up from things they've hunted or people they've killed, of that sort, like around their neck, dangling around their belt. Several scars on them from probably many battles, but nothing as far as a clue of where they have come from. And as you are sort of inspecting this knoll, as the battlefield kind of goes by, 1 minute has passed and they're no longer asleep. And the gnoll's eyes open and sees you standing over him, and it just sort of backs away, and just starts snarling at you with their short swords in his hand and sort of just slowly backing away from you. What do you do?
Kind of like rest my sword on my shoulder and just like,
It's looking around, and
yeah,
then
I thump the ground really loud too, like with my big rabbit feet. Like,
make an intimidation check.
all right, let's do that.
Roll it with advantage as Valken's standing there with his giant sword over his shoulder. Not giant, it's just a nice long sword.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was the check?
Intimidation.
Okay, so 16 plus 7.
Oh yeah. So this gnoll gets wide-eyed and looks at you all and looks at the fallen comrades and just darts off into the woods.
It was
the same
egregiously loud, like it was thumping, like
the gnoll moves at great speed. Unless you specifically want to catch up to it or do anything, they're gonna disappear into the forest.
No?
I mean, I'm fine with it. I don't.
Okay, yeah, and they go off in a seemingly random direction, whichever way was the quickest away from you all. So
we will regret this.
You have defeated some of the gnolls. Nothing really of value on them, as they were sort of, you could ascertain that they were some sort of a scouting party or a hunting party or something along those lines. But you do know that you are maybe an hour or so away from your homestead, Barnaby.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does anyone know if hyena's meat is good?
It's not good.
No.
No.
Probably think it'd be
It's pretty
grizzly.
gross. Yeah. Don't want.
Could probably feed it to Mimi though.
What does it mean?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not thing.
It is pet back home.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
back home.
Yeah.
Might want some of the meat, but probably get them something better.
Yeah, it's a good point. We could probably find something better. But if you think that it is needed sooner, then perhaps it is good. Hey, look, what's that over there? And I'm gonna go pretend to look at like a tree.
Ron's just
I'll do a
gonna
deception.
chop off a haunch of meat.
Just roll a
I rolled a good
raw
deception,
intelligence check.
actually.
A raw knowledge check.
just intelligence.
Raw knowledge.
Okay,
Raw
so,
knowledge.
Rolled
so like
a-
-10.
Okay.
I rolled a 14 deception if
Oh,
Barnaby
10.
wants to be tricked. By
You know that
Bryn's
you
genius.
fed Mimi approximately 6 or 7 days ago, and you gave Mimi about 8 days worth of rations.
That's right.
No, Ron, really don't know how much that means in mimic terms, but I'll just get a haunch of meat.
Okay.
And then when Barnaby's not looking, I will also chomp off like a knoll arm.
Okay.
He's just rummaging my pack, distracted.
Sure. All right. So you get what haunches you'd like from the aftermath, and you set off. And the snow's a little more packed. You find sort of a game trail, and it's not long, maybe an hour. And you are on sort of the outskirts of your homestead, Barnaby, and what you all see is not much. You see what appears to be a couple rolling hills, a large fenced-in, kind of rough fence made of just sort of thick branches, but most things covered with snow. What would you all like to do?
I'm just gonna kind of look to Barnaby and be like, should we start looking for signs of your family?
Do we need a short rest? Are we good to go?
Oh, we could
Is everyone
probably.
okay? Yeah.
I mean, I feel pretty great, actually.
Yeah, Ron's pretty good. But this is his homestead, right? Our old homestead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you look
It's
around,
been 4
Barnaby.
years. Yeah, some things seem to have changed. Things have grown. I don't exactly recognize everything, but some things seem familiar.
It's a little odd to you that you know that the snow and the frost was a few days ago, but kind of the area that you all sort of try to keep free of snow and sort of plow it off as you can to sort of create any sort of forageables that you may grow in the harsh winter. It's covered in snow. You would expect people to be out here tending to that, doing their chores, but you don't see anything.
Yeah.
And as you get closer to the sort of homestead, which, as you all recognize now, what you thought was nothing but a field here, inside of this large sort of mound, there's a small door that leads inside of the mound. And there are 2 or 3 of them. And you sort of see they're dotted across, and it's sort of a small community. At your guess, maybe 3 or 4 families that may stay here, or did. You find that the door is opened to your homestead.
Like
Barnaby.
unlocked or like ajar?
The door is ajar.
The door is a door.
Ron gets his hammer out just in case. And hello, and tries to peep on in.
Yep. So as you make your way in, and unbeknownst to you that this is Barnaby's home, unless he shared it with you, you look inside. It's a little tight for someone of your stature, but you're kind of hunched over. Think sort of, with you being such a tall Firbolg, or Firbolg in general, kind of like Gandalf inside of a hobbit hole here situation where you hit the chandelier if you're not careful and you're sort of hunched down. A little bigger since Barnaby's a medium, but several feet shorter than you, and you see that it has been ransacked in here. Papers are thrown everywhere, tables are overturned. If you look any closer, food stores are missing.
While Ron's doing that, can I walk around the rest of the places outside, just looking for signs of like struggle from people running away, or footprints, or any kind of...
Are you looking specifically for tracks, or looking for anything else like in the area that would give you any sort of hints? We're basically a survival versus perception here. If you're looking for tracks, it's more of a survival. Looking for things awry or things like that, it would be perception.
More perception. I just want to kind of get an idea. Was this place attacked, or
Okay.
did they flee quickly or something like that?
Roll a perception check for me.
Okay. could be good. 22.
A 22. As you look around, you see that there are scorch marks on some of the doors. Some of the fence posts are just broken in half. And you're looking around and you see, and it was sort of hard to miss at first, but now that you're kind of looking, it stands out like a sore thumb. And on the other side of the homestead, in a little trail leading out, there is sort of a swath of bright blue cloth that has sort of been ripped off and is on like a bramble bush.
Wow. Whatever happened here was pretty violent, that's for sure. I'm gonna go over here and you guys see that blue cloth over there? Could be a clue.
Oh.
So.
Barnaby in the back was kind of stunned this time, like not wanting to know, was afraid of what the answer might be as we get closer to this place. Just kind of stunned, rubbing his hands, little paws together, and just kind of rushed in where Ron went, just kind of look into these houses and see what's going on.
There were no bodies or anything, right? It's just it was like scorched
Or
and
not.
it damaged
Do we
property.
see blood or anything?
One second. Barnaby, as he points out this blue cloth to you, you would immediately recognize, as you sort of look at this cloth, this is definitely a scarf, a piece of it at least, from your friend Inara.
You see Barnaby's just fur stands on end. He just poofs out like you could tell, like you could see us in shock of like this is from Inara, and kind of rushes to it to inspect it to see if we can tell if it's damaged or how it got here or why it was left behind or if it was a sign.
As you are looking here, it doesn't look like it was specifically placed here, but it looks like that it may have been ripped off as they were maybe in a hurry running past this bramble bush, not being careful.
There are no bodies here. That seems
No bodies. And then the question I think that Bryn had, there's no blood here either. You'd mentioned you wanted to look through the house. If anyone wants to do that, you can make an investigation roll for me.
You said we can fit in there. We're just like Gandalf
Yeah,
sized.
you're just hunched over. It's more of a problem for Ron and for you since you're pretty tall. Valken's okay. Barnaby is comfortable. Barnaby, I'll let you roll with advantage since this is where you used to live.
okay.
Ron got a 14.
21 then. 20 plus 1.
Anyone else want to roll for investigation in here?
I'd like to. 11.
Okay, so as you're looking about, for Bryn, you notice there's no bodies, there's no blood. Ron, as you're looking around, it looks more ransacked. You don't see any signs of a battle that happened here. You notice that all the food is gone, but a lot of the other things are valuables were left behind. For Barnaby, you're frantically looking around trying to get an assessment of what's going on here. And one thing that's glaring to you that's missing, which you're not sure what it means yet. If it seems unlikely it was taken by a gnoll, which gives you some hope in that there is a specific piece of parchment missing. And on this parchment, your parents kept. And it is the first song that you wrote for them. And it's a song you wrote for them before you left to go seek fame as a bard in the Mantis Kingdom.
So that's gone. That's been
It's
taken?
gone. It's
Okay.
missing. You don't know why or how. It doesn't make sense to you that a gnoll would care about that. So that's why it gives you some hope. Maybe it was taken on purpose. Maybe they left in a hurry, but they wanted one thing to take with them.
Seems they left in a rush. Maybe the house is ransacked, you said? Kind of. For how long, I don't know. Would we have any idea of that?
So
It was
Yeah, is there
before
any,
the
like-
snowfall, at least, which was 2.5 days ago.
Ron's gonna search for some tracks.
Yeah, give me a survival roll.
think your family is okay, Barnaby? There's no sign of
9.
struggle.
Some very precious, meaningful things have been taken that wouldn't be of value. I think maybe they took them in a rush. They were precious to them. I think so. I think
Why
they might
would
be
they leave
okay.
in a rush?
We just
Very
found
curious.
some knolls on hyenas around here. Maybe they were.
Or maybe they knew they
bothered.
were coming and they were like, let's get out of here before we have to deal with that nonsense. Yeah, good thinking.
Yes. Who knows if there's many more?
Ron, as you're looking for tracks with the things being pointed out to you, it's easy enough to find here is that you do see tracks leading further to the southeast direction. One thing that's also notable to you is that while a couple of the rabbit holes are ransacked, there are some that were just burned on the doorway from the inside, just sort of ravaging, pillaging their way through.
Wait,
You're not sure what that
burned?
means. It's not burnt to the ground, but they definitely wanted to cause a little carnage here.
Ron kind of thinks and imagine if the beast that destroyed Ron's village came through here, but if stuff's still standing and there's no bodies, Ron quickly dismisses the idea.
All right, what do you all do?
Well, Ron has found tracks heading southward. We should follow.
We must follow before
Yes,
they
yes,
lose
yes.
them in the snow, yes. We have to find Barnaby's family.
What time of day is it right now?
Right now, you saw them about halfway through the day, so you've probably been traveling about 3 or 4 hours, and you've got about another 3 or 4 left worth of daylight.
Okay. Should we rest here, or we only have about a few hours of daylight left? If you want to press forward, Ron will understand.
I think we should leave it up to Barnaby.
Agreed. It is his family.
Time might be of the essence, so what do you think, Barnaby?
We should go. Yes. Time.
Yeah, we can rest when we are dead, right, Barnaby? Let's go.
No, we shouldn't die though. We should stay alive.
Oh,
That's why we are
yeah,
together.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
This is it. Okay, let's just go. Let's just go.
Yes.
Okay, you continue on. Give me another survival roll. You've found the tracks and you're following them, but it has been a couple days, and it starts to get a little more difficult. So you can give me another survival roll, whoever wants to. You can have
19.
advantage on it.
Ooh.
What was it?
Oh, advantage? Well, 19 or 19, yeah.
All right, you're good. So you it's a bit of a
Let's go with
struggle,
19.
and you're not used to doing this, but you find the tracks and you're able to see it despite the recent snowfall, and kind of find other things in. You find sort of a trailway in the mud at one point that kind of lets you know you're in the right direction. Someone rolling a D10.
I'll do a D10.
Okay.
It's the spaceship one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We got a 4.
A 4. Okay. Roll me a D4, please.
Oh.
Okay. That's a 1.
Okay. For the next hour's worth of travel, the wind starts howling and picking up in the area. And there is a strong wind that's sort of whipping around in this region. For the next hour, you have disadvantage on any ranged weapon attack rolls and for perception checks that rely on hearing.
Oh wow.
Oh.
It will extinguish any open flame, disperse any fog, and make any sort of flying by non-magical means pretty much impossible. So the wind is
Rough.
ripping through this area, and it's making it difficult to kind of go through this. It's going to be a little more difficult terrain, even though it's not easy in the first place. So it's going to take you a little bit extra time to kind of make it through this in these harsh conditions. So, as you're sort of trudging through what almost not quite nightfall, but it's slow going for that next hour, which pretty much counts for 2 at that point. You see with about an hour of daylight, left, you spot in the ground, and it's easy enough to see, to Bryn, most definitely. You see in the ground here what appears to be sort of weapon or implements stuck in the mud.
Oh? And what? Weapons and implements?
A weapon or implement of some sort, if you'd like to
Okay.
go look at it.
Yeah, I want to go investigate that.
Yeah, so you take a look and you sort of pull it out of the snow, and it sticks a little, but you're strong enough to pull it out, and you look at it, and it looks like a very well-made dagger, where the hand wrapping is the same color of blue that Valken pointed out in the scarf that was left on the bramble bushes.
Okay. I'll show it to Barnaby immediately. Is this your friend's dagger?
It sure looks like it. Yes. Yes, that would be theirs.
Most definitely. And it is not like Inara to sort of willingly drop a dagger here.
It's not a good sign if she doesn't have it anymore. What does she have?
Maybe she dropped it in case someone like us came along to
it's
follow the trail.
Maybe. Yes, a trail to follow.
We must hurry up, I think, then.
Are there any, can I, real quick, since we just found this thing, is there any sign of like pursuers? Like, is there any other tracks or like claw marks in trees or something?
All right, you looking for tracks or for other sign?
I guess
Ron
I'll look
wants to get
for
tracks.
extra track, or Ron can look for tracks. I'll look for like if there's.
Okay, Doc can give me a perception roll, and then Ron, you can give me a survival roll.
Yeah.
21 survival.
For the survival roll here, you can see that there are other tracks along from what you're following is not one track, but several different tracks, similar to the sort of tracks left by Barnaby, as well intermingled with these tracks. You also see others, similar to that sort of canine, not really canine, I suppose. They're more, well, hyenas are more feline, but you see knoll tracks. I'll give you that. You rolled 21. You see knoll tracks, but with that roll, you notice that they're not at the same time. There's some difference between them. That the rabbit folk and Harangon tracks are earlier, maybe a day or two.
Looks like we are 1-2 days out from these Haragon tracks, but it looks like the gnolls are tracking them.
Oh, shit, we have to get to them before the Nolds do.
I
Doc,
rolled
what's
a
your
Too
roll?
late already.
24 on perception.
24.
Damn.
So as you're sort of looking
Falcon's on high
about,
alert right now.
yeah, you were definitely on high alert. You see, sort of off in the woods, and you happen to spot just some half-eaten, kind of rotten haunches of meat, some bone, a couple of those things. It's basically just some trash that Noel's probably had left. Maybe they stopped here for a moment as they were investigating what was happening here, had some haunches of meat, and then continued on their way.
Well, Ron, I don't know about you, but I think it's quite clear our rabbit friends are being chased.
Seems as if they were hair and gone again. Hop its tail. Hop its tail.
Ron
Is
got
this
that one.
the way that your people cope with such tragedy?
It is.
Okay, good.
Humor
Then
does help
continue.
heal the soul. Yes.
Good.
Well,
good.
if we should hurry since the gnolls are tracking your friends.
Can we
Going-
move at a faster pace but less stealthily?
You can move it, so I assume that you move normally unless you tell me otherwise. Moving at a fast pace, you can get by a little quicker. You're going to be at a disadvantage in your perception rolls, but
I think that's okay in this case. What do you guys think? We want to get there, right?
I think that's I agree.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just thinking we're in like wild territory with beasts all around us at any point.
Beast? There's no beast. It is just snow and like little bunnies. and gnolls and gross gnoll creature demon thing and maybe a bear too and some moose. Those are what you really have to be afraid of. You know that, Falcon, right? The bears are not really a problem. It's the moose.
Is a real problem. Yeah.
Bears,
Giant
they don't
birds
really
and
want to
giant
get in your bed. Well, even
everything.
the birds, not a problem. You know, we've got tree cover, but it's the moose. If you see a moose, I want you to run. But don't run
Either
towards the
way.
moose, and don't run away from the moose. Do you understand, Valkian?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, good.
But we should probably go. I'm with you
Okay,
guys, whatever
so
you
as
want to do.
Feels good to be home again, doesn't it, Ron?
Yeah.
Or maybe
Minus-
less for you, I suppose.
Minus nose.
Yeah, well, you know, but I just mean like the cold brisk air and the snow and the pine needles fresh in the... Anyways, let us go.
To the
Okay.
moose.
So you onward, and you're kind of beating feet through the woods here. I'm following the trail best you can. As you kind of go through the woods, I'll have you all make one more survival roll,
Already?
and this will be a straight roll.
Okay. Straight
Whoever wants
roll.
to do it.
14.
14. So you're able to keep up and find the trail, so you don't lose it as you're moving quickly through the woods here. Time is not your friend. As you're moving, and it is in dusk, it is getting dark. Normally you all would camp by now, but as you're rushing forward to try and see what you can see, it's up to you. Do you keep going or do you wait?
Barnaby, it's up to you if we want to rest or push forward.
It is very treacherous. Maybe we should rest or press forward. I don't know. I would like to know what happened.
I think we need to find your family if there is even a chance of getting to them before the gnomes.
I don't want to put you all in harm, though. We don't want to be all.
Oh, we are adventurous. This is our life. We're used to
The
this.
train.
And we're in harm's way just being out here, so.
This is, maybe an over-exaggeration, but not totally wrong. Yes.
Even
Into
with
the thick
your
of it, they say? Into the thick of it?
Yes, let us go.
even with your penalty to passive perception, Barnaby, yours is high enough that you sort of stop and you smell the air. You smell smoke.
I relay that to the group. There's definitely smoke. Something is on fire. Maybe a campfire. Maybe something worse.
Then we must go right now.
Okay, so you travel further, and it's the last sort of twinklings of light are leaving the forest, especially where this canopy is. It's dark, but there are small flickers of light in the distance. Maybe at this point from you all, couple 100 feet away. And as you sort of look around, you see kind of flashes in the dark, periodically, and then you hear the familiar whooping sounds and giggling sounds of hyenas. In the distance. And you hear and you see another flash of bright light.
No. I want to just like run for them, but do you guys want to approach stealthily?
Yes, we should try till we get a better advantage.
All
Though
right,
every
make
time
some
Ron
stealth
tries,
rolls.
it's always never good.
It's never good for me either, Ron.
Make
I
some.
think a stealth approach is a good one. Yes.
Mhm.
We don't know
We'll
what's there.
try.
You'll try.
Let's see, that was pretty good, but disadvantage.
So we're rolling stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No disadvantage here. Oh well, I guess
No,
it's
for
your
me.
armor.
Always for me.
Oh, jeez.
12.
3.
Okay.
Oh, God. We tried, Barnaby,
12
sorry.
out of 3. What else?
21.
21.
5+9, or there's no +9 on this. You said it's just a straight roll. How's
No,
that
it's
work?
you get your plus to it.
Oh, okay. 5 + 9, so 14.
Okay. So at this moment, there are no. You have no lights. So you'll have to rectify that if you eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But as Valken's able to see, he leads you through, and you try and kind of create some barriers of sight between you and where you're leading them to, Valken. And you go down an escarpment and sort of lead them down in some lowland and sort of creep up, and you're closer. You all can see flickerings in the distance, but you can't make anything out because it's dark at this point. You see that there's a small fire on what looks to be like a wooden palisade wall. This is for Bryn, as well as Ron, as well as Barnaby. You see these lights flickering, and just the fire on this wall brightens it enough for you to see a couple gnolls kind of clawing at the wall, one throwing things at it they're trying to get in. At this point, Valken, with your elf eyes, you are a little far away. You see all of these not only in that direction, but also another fire pop up on one side, and these sort of walls are they're throwing something to try and set them on fire. You hear banging in the distance like they're trying to get in. There are some areas in front of you that you try and sneak and get a little closer, but that you do know that the black smoke and embers billowing from the walls here are helping you a bit remain stealthy. So
And from this, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, it would be a little easier to remain in stealth even if you weren't hiding behind something necessarily, if that makes sense. The smoke's is enough cover if you wanted to try and make your approach less known.
From this distance, can I try to get a count on how many gnolls I possibly see?
At this point in time, you can see what appears to be you see 2 gnolls, 3 gnolls, but you hear many, many more. Your dark vision doesn't extend long enough to see the rest of the walls, only where it's lit up by the flames. But you hear the whooping and the sort of giggling back and forth between these hyenas. Just
Okay, I just turn back to the group and I don't know how many there are, but there's a lot, and they appear to be trying to burn that place down. So maybe, I don't know, maybe Barnaby's people are trapped inside.
you hear a familiar sound that you heard before in the previous battle.
Oh, we must destroy that terrible creature. We have to do
That thing
this.
needs to die.
Just know that we could be highly outnumbered, so we might want to come at this in a smart way.
Agreed. What do you think?
Oh, Ron, wish Vin was here to make you invisible.
Oh, yeah, that would be very nice. Let's see if they have anything that can make you invisible. I don't think so.
So one thing that I'll do here doesn't mean that you're in combat. I'm gonna get initiative rolls from you all just to determine what you're doing and what action that you take here.
Oh boy! All right.
So we will start with Bryn.
I mean, Bryn is looking through her kit to see if she has anything useful, but
Initiative
I know she
roll.
doesn't. Oh, initiative. Sorry, I thought you were asking what we were doing.
Nope, I need initiative rolls to kind of create some
that's
structure here
good.
because things are happening.
6.
Barnaby,
12.
Ron,
13.
okay, and then Valken. What's your initiative?
Oh, sorry. Not great. 7.
7. Okay. So, Ron, you were up first.
No. Oh.
And what I will do is I'll pull y'all to a map. And then I will show you all at home too. Once I get to it and it loads for me. So Ron, you should be able to see in the distance some gnolls and some other things happening. Some fires on the wall, smoke bellowing.
Whoa, look at that smoke.
Oh, Ron cannot see, but
you can see pretty much just in front of you.
Ron does not want to give away a position, so Ron will rely on Valkan to guide us.
Yes, I'm afraid to light anything to draw attention to ourselves.
Okay. I'll just stick close to me.
Okay, Ron will wait for your move.
So, are you going to hold an action to move with Valken as he leads you all?
Correct, yes.
Gotcha. Just making sure I understood what you were picking up what you were putting down. All right, y'all should see here. Up next is going to be Barnaby.
Okay, so let's see if there's anything I can do to help this situation. I don't know if it would help, but I could maybe disguise myself as one of the gnolls, but I wouldn't be able to speak it, so I don't know that that would help us here.
We've run into that problem in this campaign exactly.
Wow. Yeah, I don't speak the gnoll. I don't think it would help very much.
Are we allowed to talk right now, or is it
You
more?
can whisper.
Okay, whispering.
We should just
yeah.
do our best to, like, maybe we can just get in there real sneaky like.
Yes, I agree. I think Valkan is the one with the best sight right now, yes?
Yeah, he's very good at seeing things with his elf eyes.
We should form the Voltron and move forward?
Agreed. I don't know this Voltron. This must be some sort of rabbit god, but I approve.
From the Feywild, it's a myth.
Oh, that explains it.
Oh, maybe Ron remembers this too.
All right, and Valken, your turn is next. So you can lead them, and Bryn will have to just follow where she thinks you all went, since her turn's afterwards. But if I can make it to where you're not really in combat, so if you're gonna just follow Valken, then we can do that for this round.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Okay.
We're letting him get us as close as possible before
If you're trying to sneak, I need all of you to roll an additional stealth roll for me.
Oh boy.
Ron, if you have a thing, use it.
I do not.
Oh yeah, how did the Bardic Inspiration, how long does that last?
10
Just
minutes.
for combat or 10 minutes?
I think we're out of 10 minutes plus.
Okay.
I don't have a lot. I have one more I could cast, and that wouldn't.
Well,
Short rest would have refreshed.
I just didn't know if it was like a.
Shit, you should have made a short rest.
I know.
You
I know.
asked though. We were like, nah, we're fine.
For Grey Fox, I added an inspiration to your sheet. I meant to do that from the beginning, so you do have just an inspiration whenever you want to use it.
Oh, I do. All right.
10.
You use it for this.
10 for
Unless
stealth.
you really want to.
So for stealth,
10 for
I'm gonna
Ron,
go 19. without the
19 for
inspiration.
Barnaby,
14.
14 for Brandon. What about Valken?
We're actually doing
10
okay.
too.
It's 10 too as well. Okay. You're doing okay. As far as you know, you think that you're at this distance able to slink a little closer. So, Valken, you move where you think that you want to go,
So
and then I'll
from-
move everyone else behind you.
From what I can see with my dark vision,
That's what you see.
it's a relative. Is it relatively flat here, or is there like?
You are in
Hill
sort
in
of
front of
a
us?
low area, to
Okay.
kind of that we're hiding yourselves from just the knolls. You go up a hill a little ways in this direction, and then it flattens out here, and that's about what you can see. Over here is the low area kind of keeps going in that direction. So you're kind of think of like a creek bed, but there's not really a creek bed here, where you're in a low area, and then on the one side there's kind of a grade that goes up.
Okay. I think we should stay on this low point as long as possible. So I'm gonna have us creep along. Let's see.
Yep, and you can just move each square individually as you'd like. By the way,
Yeah.
if you're Ron, that glow around you, there's an aura for your paladin stuff. So
Oh,
To make
that's
it
what I
easier
assumed
to
it was.
see.
Oh, that's
Nice.
what that is. Okay.
Paladin auras.
Sunk here.
Smart.
all right, where do you go?
That's 40 feet right there.
I will lead them all over.
Oh, I was like, he's gone. What do we do?
Oh, you guys would have been with me.
Yeah.
You're following Valken.
I think I have what, 10 more? Wait.
I don't know. Monks can move 900
10
feet.
more feet. I have 10 more feet.
Whoever's helping me.
I'm dragging you because you can't see.
Okay.
So, and this is about as far as I can go this round. So
Okay.
we're kind of like in the trees, kind of trying to remain hidden in this lower area.
All right. And one thing that you all notice or hear is some more whooping and things, and you hear another loud crashing sound, and you see another portion of the wall light on fire, revealing more gnolls.
No.
Oh boy.
And I can see some more as well. So
Mhm.
can I
You
inform them
you
how many I see?
You sure can.
What do your elven eyes see, Valken?
I see at least 10 gnolls by themselves, one rider, and maybe I can't tell, a hyena or one of those creatures that we saw earlier. So there's quite a lot.
And while this is happening, if you can see it or not, I'm gonna move him.
Well, when we fought them before, it did not seem they were that difficult. So, with Ron's smite, I was able to destroy gnolls easily. So maybe.
Do we try to take one big one out, like real fast? You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like
yes.
surprise attack and just like.
I don't know what you guys can see, but I got a pretty good visual on things.
I can
so-
see nothing, Valken. Please
Yeah, I
use
can't
your words
exactly
and paint
direct
us a
you.
picture.
You can see on the map, right? When you on the map, you see some things. I'm assuming.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I see like some rocks.
Yeah.
Ron
I see a
sees
big
see-
thing over there. I
You
a
see
big thing
things
of
over
fire.
here.
Yeah, we see a few things.
Okay,
There's a
so
lot of things right
yeah.
there. I suspect there are more.
if we
Yeah.
focus the leader or the demon dog thing, then
Demon
maybe they
thing,
run
yeah,
away.
yeah. Oh, good point.
Yes, we kill the demon thing, and maybe perhaps gnolls will run away. This
You can
is
see that?
no, but I run here's.
Have you vanquished this many before? This seems like a lot.
We have vanquished so many before, you'll have no idea. We are very good at it.
Okay,
One time we killed like 50 kobolds.
new round. What are you all doing? You can make a plan, but we'll do it in order.
I think Val can get as close as possible. Then, Barnaby, can you cast light?
I can, yes.
Okay, good. As close as we get, you cast light on Ron's shield, and then we go in.
Like when we're like ready, like right up there.
Yes,
Then cast. Okay.
yes.
Okay.
And then what do I do?
I believe I have that. That's okay.
I'm
Then-
gonna.
You do not have the light cantrip.
Oh,
I have fairy fire. What can I do?
Oh, that
Yeah.
would be very good.
Fairy fire in a 20-foot cube. You have to cast a spell so it'll reveal your position, but any of them that fail their dex saving throw will be outlined with a pale light, and you'll be able to see them. And it'll shed that light in a 10-foot radius.
So basically, yoo-hoo.
Yep, but you'll be able to see them and know where they are.
Yeah. I think I'm going to be big brain. Let's do
So,
this.
okay. So if Valken can point out area, then Barnaby can cast spell. Then we can see
Yeah.
enemies lit up, and then we can go in.
And then we'll
Um,
smash.
Let me
Barnaby's
see.
really focused on Valkan to try to read every feel that he's picking up.
All right, so what's the plan?
Think we're gonna have Valkan estimate the distance of where Barnaby needs to cast fairy fire, and that will light up the enemies, and then we could charge in. But I think Ron's gonna have to pull out a torch.
Yep. What color is your fairy fire?
It is definitely blue.
Definitely blue. Just checking. All right, so
60-foot
you,
range.
for what you can
depth.
see, you can cast it.
Okay.
What's the? It's a 20-foot cube.
20-foot cube.
So I drop a cube, right? 60.
So that's
however far we
four
are.
squares. Yeah, I think
So
that's four
Valken
squares.
would be able to point you in what he thinks would be the best spot for it. So.
Let me check just to be sure if that spell says things that you can see or just an area. Because if it says you can see, then you won't be able to just blindly cast it. But if it's an area, then you can kind of guide him in. You can walk it in. Yep, he can tell you where to put it.
Okay.
Perfect.
So let me know where you want to put this fairy fire.
So I guess I can. Oh, Falcon's gonna probably point that out.
Yeah. So they can see. You guys can see where the fire's going, right?
Yeah.
You know there's Knolls there.
We can see these two. We can see these two, and we can see these two, and we see this hyena there.
Okay.
Bigger one with something right up on it.
So you don't need to cast the spell on those guys, so you can already see them, right?
Yeah. We can't see this area. This area is black to us.
Yeah.
Okay, that was what I was thinking. So Valken's gonna, as detailed as possible, point out right here.
Right there, 20-foot cube. Does that seem good to Barnaby?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
The demon
excited about this.
creature is
I
there
trust
with
this
a
one.
rider.
I'm just gonna do my best and drop the cube here. I think that's about right. So you stand and you cast your fairy fire, which I believe that you were in range. I should check that first.
60 foot.
Which you are. It's 55 feet from where you are. So
Nice.
very nice. Walking it in there, Valken.
Okay.
And so they all need to make some, I believe, dexterity saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
And let me get my stats for these friends.
Yeah, you got a bunch to juggle.
Does fairy fire do anything else other than illuminate? I thought it did.
It gives you
Each
advantage.
object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, and violet light. Your choice. It's blue. Any
What's your
creature...
save DC?
What's that?
What's your save DC?
It's 15.
Gotcha.
15 dex on that.
Wowee.
All right. It's gonna take me a minute because since there's some there's some light at play here.
Mhm. Yep, so any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light if it fails a dexterity saving throw. For the duration, the objects and affected creatures shed dim light in a 10-foot radius. Any attack roll against an affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it, and the affected creature or object can't benefit from being invisible.
One of them fails.
Nice.
And the one that fails, and you see as it's sort of outlined by this pale blue light, hopefully you can see it. It looks like a knoll, but it is some sort of skeleton of a knoll. It's like a used to be knoll, but not anymore.
Oh, things got spoopy.
There's some...
Oh, Valken's not going to like this.
And another one fails. Oh boy, you might get all of them.
Yes, that would be amazing.
Notice how he said all of them. He clued us in.
No, in the area that you attempted to. Yeah, you actually, all four of these gnolls and Hyena and the Lucrata as well.
So this failing bard entertainer is like just Maxwell smarted his way over here. Like, should we
Yeah.
just, get smart.
Very nicely done.
Did good.
Let's see here. So what I will do, while I'm setting this up, I had a way that I was going to do this and it wasn't going to work how I thought it would because reasons. So I should be done now. Hopefully you see all four lit up with some weird blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the blue.
Nice. Yes. This is gonna be awesome.
They are under fairy fire, so
All four of them.
all four of them, you have advantage on the attacks against them as well. And what I'm going to do is, since you are just surprising them, they didn't know that you were there. You all can take your actions. Barnaby, that will be yours to do the fairy fire and kind of kick things off, and then we're going to be to start rolling some initiative. So I'll go in order. Ron, what do you do?
Being attacked by dog.
Wait, I want
Ron,
to see how I missed it.
Ron is going to
Adorable. That's all.
pull out a torch, light it up, and start charging on through.
Are you going to have a torch in your weapon hand or your shield hand?
My shield hand.
Okay, so you have no shield. It's on your
Yes.
back, which is fine. You could have prepared for this. So torch.
Aye.
You have a torch and you are glowing.
Is this difficult terrain with all the rocks and stuff?
No, it's fine.
Okay. So
It's just a small grade, just stuff to hide behind if you needed to.
I'm gonna dash away. I'm dash right in.
Double dash.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm just gonna right up in their face.
All right.
Oh, what? I can't. What happened to my character? Okay. Boop.
All right. You are up in their face.
Oh, let me take off my shield.
Mm-hmm. All right. And you are lighting that area. It is now brightly lit in some areas. Valken, what are you doing?
I will follow Ron using my speed. So let's see. How far was that one?
It's really hard to see the grid on
I could
this
probably get there,
map.
no problem, right?
It's going to be hard because it's dark, but
Yeah.
I believe in you.
Yeah,
You'll
I'm
manage.
gonna speed over and park right next to Ron.
Okay.
And
It's gonna be nuts.
is this a part of like? Can I?
Oh, nice.
Is this like are we attacking or?
It's up to you all.
Yeah, I dashed though, so that was my action.
Oh, I think I got there. I guess I'll attack the beast, the Lucrana. Then
Gotcha.
If I can do that.
For some reason, I thought you were going to say I attack the darkness, which is a totally different. All right, roll an attack roll against the Lucrona. You have
Puns and
advantage.
quotes in on this. We can. We should
And
do
let's
it.
get some. Let's get some
Classic.
battle music going on here. Y'all done your sneaking now? Y'all are
Now it's
Getting a
time
little
for
more-
battling.
a little more battling.
I'm going to
Battling?
attack this foul creature.
So they're probably aware of us now, right?
That you have basically a round where you're getting some free things to do since you snuck up on them, letting you do that. But then
Okay.
it's going to be on after this.
Let's go, Ron.
Let's do this, Falcon.
Do you want to win
What's your roll?
First attack is in a 16.
10? Oh, 16.
No,
16.
16
hits.
Okay. And the damage here. Damage is 10, and I would like just wait. How, do we have? We haven't had any kind of
You haven't had
rest
nothing.
between. Okay, so yeah, I'll use the key point then to again do a stunning strike on this thing.
It resists that one. Roll an 18 on the die.
Ooh,
Thank
wee.
you. Okay, that's fine. Attack too. 15 plus 8
That hits.
damage. 7 damage on that.
7 damage. Okay.
And I think I'm going to. I'll go ahead and I'll spend another key point to do patient defense,
Patient defense.
since I probably pissed this thing off.
Probably so. Bryn,
Okay,
what are
I'm
you
gonna
doing?
dash so that I can get to right here.
All right, you dash. Anything else you'd like to do?
Pretty sure that's all I can do. Give me 1 second, then I make sure I don't have a bone. I don't think I have any bonus action spells.
It's okay.
Been a little while for me.
I don't think you do off the top of my head.
Okay, no, I was just making sure enlarge reduce wasn't, because if it was, I really wanted to do that.
Big
No,
Bryn
I'm good.
energy.
I just want big Bryn.
Barnaby, what do you do?
All right. Barnaby needs to make some distance here. With 30, what are these, about 5? How far up can I
Each
get?
square's 5 feet. If you look at the top left, the third icon in the second column is a little measure distance ruler. You can see what's where.
Measure distance ruler. Which one? The T? Oh, this guy. Okay. So if I just click over here, it tells me how far, or do I gotta like drag from my?
Yep. So you should be on the person in the top left and the third one in the second column, and then click and drag from you, and it'll tell you how far.
Okay. Oh. I want to go right there.
All right.
How do I do that?
I'll help you out. Oh,
Sweet.
you're right there.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's moving. All right, cool. And so, what can we do? So we've been striking the. Is this one mounted by this knoll?
Yes, there is a rider on top of the Lucrata.
And the Lucrata. Okay, the Lucrata's in front of us here, so we were right to it. Lucrata's taken some damage. And,
Yes.
can I? Can I polymorph the Lucrata to a chicken?
You sure can.
Oh,
Yes.
this could be so good.
You sure can. What's the DC?
The DC is 15 wisdom, 60-foot range.
Let's see. You said it was. One moment. I'm doing a couple things at once here to see if I can.
Yeah. Kind of a.
Okay. So it's wisdom, you said?
Mm-hmm. Wisdom 15, yes.
Ooh. It got an 11. So you see the Lucrata. And I can't find a chicken mini or a token real quick. I just don't have one available. I apologize. But what I'm gonna do is this Lucrata is gonna be tiny, and
Yeah, little chickadee.
I'll put a little
Oh my
color,
God, that's
some yellow on the
amazing.
Lucrata.
Yes.
Oops.
Look at it. It's rider. Does its rider just fall off?
The rider, I'll get to that in a moment. So the Lucrata, one moment please while I make a Lucrata chicken.
This is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You can't see how yellow it is because of all the smoke and stuff,
Sure,
but
right.
he is
The chicken
just
is roasting on the fire.
he is just bok-bocking like a chicken right now.
Okay. And bonus action, I'd like to cast casting spells to help these guys. Bardic Inspiration, and then that's gonna go to Valkan. Up soon.
All right, so the Lucrata shrinks and turns into a chicken and starts scratching and pecking into the ground, and just wandering around and looking at you all. The rider, sort of just the mount just goes away underneath them, and then they land though in the space next to it. Very quick on their feet, kind of spry. All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
I think
this
that'd be it. I think
action,
staying
bonus
back
action
here,
move? Yeah.
bonus moved, and then action. I think that's all I got.
Gotcha. Okay. And
Just
then
make
now
sure-
we're gonna be
No,
in initiative. This is where the fun begins.
Oh my
Holy
Oh
goes.
boy.
Here they
Here we
come.
go. I'm really glad that one big one's a chicken. That's all I gotta say.
Uh-huh.
Let the slaughtering begin.
Okay.
Wait, the chicken is.
Yeah, up first is this hunter. Seeing what you all have done and kind of getting the drop on him. They're going to take some shots. First one being at Bryn.
Okay.
Natural 1. So they shoot snapshot at
Take
Bryn
that,
and then
stupid Null.
a snapshot at Ron, which is a 19.
Yep, that'll do it now because I'm not holding the shield.
Okay, that's right. Ron, and you're gonna take 4 piercing damage,
All right.
and it is going to. Let's see. Stay here. It was over by this door, took some shots at you all, and it's going to stay here and back up its crew. Up next is going to be. I have so many things in different places. I'm trying to find where they are.
Just juggling chainsaws right now.
This one runs in this direction.
There's a lot more gnolls than anticipated.
It runs here, and you hear it just. And it doesn't attack you. It turns and it throws another sort of bottle of glowing heated liquid. And it lights the wall on fire here.
Alchemist
So-
fires.
Oh.
They are essentially throwing more primitive either Molotov cocktails or some procured alchemist fire that they had found from some other weary adventurers up north, and are setting these walls on fire. And you all can see this is they're not gonna last a long time. You don't know exactly unless you want to spend an action to figure it out, but eventually the walls are gonna give way at some point, or the huddle of hyenas or huddle of gnolls over here are going to be trying to bash that door down, trying to get in. Up next is going to be this mounted gnoll hunter. It'll take a shot at Valken, which is at disadvantage because you patient defense, and it misses you. And then it will take a shot at Barnaby. Oh, Barnaby, you're getting the unlucky dice. He hits you with a 22, and
Oof.
you take 9 piercing damage.
All right. Ahoy.
This one, the Gnoll Fleshnar, doesn't come after you. It tries to bash down the door. It is going to slash at this doorway and try and charge its way in there. But you see this door kind of give a little bit and then pushed back. And you can see that it's either barricaded or someone's trying to hold it, or a little bit of both. So we weren't able to get in, but they're trying.
Which one did that? Oh, that one
Down
over there.
here. Up next is this hyena. And they move very quickly, and they're on you, Valken, and they roll a disadvantage, and they miss you.
They miss you very much. It's been a long time since.
Up next,
Falcon sheds his skin.
oops.
He's been a hyena the whole time.
Up next is, well, you can't see them, even if I accidentally revealed their turn, but you don't see them. But what you do see, from within the fort there, something fly over the walls. And you see something similar to what Vin happens to use on occasion, and a bolt of fire is thrown from inside of the walls
What's that to say?
downward.
A screaming rock?
Onto this one, which hits and is going
Nice.
to do
Oh, nice.
mighty 2 damage. But you see a firebolt hurled, and then it's difficult for you all to see with all of the smoke, but you can make out a figure, and there's a large central sort of watchtower in the middle that barely peeks above the fence line or the palisades around the fort, and you see this sort of bolts of fire light up the dark smoke and then strike this gnoll undead. The gnoll witherling is what they're called. Ron, what do you do?
Ron is, let me get a little mule ruler out. Ron is going to cast Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
Right on top of these guys. It's a 5-foot radius.
And it's in here. Is that where you said?
Over by these gnolls chomping down the door.
Okay, got you. And I need to look because I think I made an incorrect ruling on Moonbeam last time. So it is when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. So it doesn't happen. Let's see. You won't get on the first time and on their turn, if that makes sense.
Yeah, got it.
So you put the Moonbeam in, you said, is it here? I need you to ping it one more time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, right where you ping. So I could get both of them, or at least the two that I see.
Gotcha. And if you will give me a moment. And it's a 5-foot radius, you said?
Correct.
I don't know how many times I'm going to ask you that before it sticks.
It's okay.
There's a lot going on behind the scenes here.
Sweet. Yeah.
And you see this sort of pale blue light just descend from just the sky. And you should be able to see it there on your map. And it's lighting some gnolls up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, anything else you'd like to do?
And then Ron will step. Can I drop my torch and take out my shield?
You can. You want to leave it there in the snow?
Yep.
Okay. Let me make you a torch here.
You're now a torch.
You are now a torch. Congratulations.
And then that'll be Ron's turn. Unless I can still move, unless dropping and taking out.
No,
shield.
that's a free item interact. You can definitely move.
Oh, then whoop.
Okay. I like a whoop. All right.
Pardon me while I torch this up.
I'll charge forward and engage the gnoll in front of Ron.
All right, go for it. Oh, you're just getting in there and
Yeah, I'm just getting in there.
All right, there is a torch. I think you should be able to see some
Yep.
light from that. There you go. As I turn it off and on accident. There you
As
go.
we rave
It's
up
lit.
with it. We're raving up with these gnolls.
Yeah. All right, Barnaby.
Do my new friends recast Aid?
Very nice.
Yeah. Casting Aid at 3rd level. Your spell bolsters allies with toughness and resolve. Choose up to 3 creatures. I have ideas of what 3 it would be. They're all up front in battle. Can I get them within range? 30 feet?
You should be able to pretty easily. Yeah, they're all well within your range.
Each target hit point maximum and current hit points increase by 5 for the duration at higher levels, which is level 3. It's 5 for each level. We're doing it at 3, so they should get 10.
You all get 10 extra HP, and your HP maximum increases by 10.
So you add that as something, right?
Wait,
Yeah. HP
And
max
temporary?
increased by 10, and then your health also increases up to that maximum.
Do we put it as temp?
Nope,
That's
it is.
temp, right?
It's not temporary. It's
Oh.
different. So you could. That's why Aid's so good. Is you could stack temporary HP with
Oh,
Aid as
geez.
well.
So we go to the max HP modifier field? And how many is
10.
it? Sorry, it was hard to hear. 10?
10.
each? All 3 of you.
Yep. All 3 will get an extra
Whoa.
10.
And I don't know your.
And then we gain the 10 HP to
You
Guess
do.
what
go
my
up
HP
to that.
is?
Yeah.
What is it?
Is it nice HP?
69.
Nice.
69.
Very blue HP.
Nice.
We're either
All right.
all gonna win or die now.
Anything else you want to do for Barnaby,
Yeah.
Gray Fox?
On a bonus, I don't know how you're rolling on this with a healing potion. Could I chug a greater
No.
healing potion to end? Okay.
That would take an action.
Okay. Let's
Then
see. I think that's. think that's it for me. I don't think I can really. Well, I'm gonna move like up 1 square. Can I just kind of move
Backwards?
to here? Just up to here. I just want to be in range of heals, like kitty corner from here down. How do I do
Like
that?
there?
How do I move?
WASD.
Okay.
Yeah, just click on your dude and then WASD will let you do it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Up
Yeah,
next
that's it.
is going to be this hyena, and he doesn't care that someone's riding him. He is going in. He sees fresh meat and is going to dive right in the fun here. I think that's where they want to go. Oops. And they are going to try and bite at you, Valken. And you're still patiently defensed. If I'm not mistaken, right? Does not matter though for Valken because they rolled a 19 and a 16 on the die. So they hit you, Valken, and this giant hyena, they feel their giant maw like trying to crush into your shoulder, and you take 9 points of piercing damage.
All right.
Up next, there's also some other movement from the tower, and you see a glint of a piece of metal being thrown from inside, and you see a dagger being thrown from this tower.
Cool.
Oh, geez. Okay.
And they hit the witherling. It seems to be their target at the moment.
Okay.
I just want to point out there is it's like a rainbow dance party on my map. With all the different light colors.
Yeah,
It's
it's
awesome.
There's yellow and
it's
blues
really cool.
and reds, like all sorts of light going on there. Yeah, this witherling is looking pretty bad for a undead skeleton creature. There's bones kind of falling off, and it's just kind of barely holding itself together. Up next, you hear someone inside of the fort just yell, "We gotta keep him in! Hold on to the door!" It says it in common.
We gotta
Up
keep
next.
them in.
Or keep him out. Sorry, that was my fault.
Okay. I was like, whoa, shit, we're fucked.
That was my fault. A misstep on my end. No, they're trying to keep him out. We'll be clear. They want to keep him outside.
Good. Okay. Scared me.
Are you like? Can we do this?
You're doing great.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Okay, this Knoll Pack Lord starts just sort of gutturally and like whooping and just sort of snarling like just like communicating with these other gnolls in some language you have no idea what they're saying. But what it does allow is this gentleman right here they move forward.
Oh, I know what they did. Okay.
And
Interesting.
is gonna take a swipe at Valken. And still disadvantaged. You're lucky because they missed you with a bite as they reach out and try and just gnaw on you with their just disgusting looking fangs. That's all they're gonna do. Up next is this witherling, and it's going to engage. And it cannot move that far, so it's gonna move here. Sorry, Valken. And it is going
Tank
to
mode.
try and bite you once and miss you, and then try and club you.
Miss you deadly.
And they hit you with the club. They rolled 2 15s, and you take a total of 4 bludgeoning damage as this undead gnoll-looking nightmare to Valken runs up and starts snapping at you with just a skeletal mouth and fangs and hitting you with just this. I say a club, it's like a branch they picked up and are just swinging at you.
So Valken, he just got bit on the shoulder by this thing, and all of a sudden turns around and sees like an undead thing. He's like, hey.
Inside you hear someone else just yelling, I'm doing the best I can. I'm trying to hold it. They're too strong. Up next is the chicken. And I
got it. Your beef jerky.
I don't have the stats for a chicken, but there's an abyssal chicken, so we'll use that.
Sure.
Oh wow.
It's
Make
it's
it a
basically
fancy
a chicken, but just scarier looking. And it runs and it goes and just starts flapping its wings and getting its way over to you all, and flies over to you, Valken, and is going to try and just peck you with its nose, or its beak, I should say.
Okay.
It's still disadvantaged, son of a bitch. Does an 18 hit you?
Yeah.
You take
He just got attacked by a chicken for real.
You take
Leave it,
3
chicken.
piercing damage as this chicken just and just like starts pecking you at your feet.
Amazing.
Does the chicken have large talons?
It's got talons.
Okay.
It's a normal chicken, but it's chicken. It can only do so many things at once. Up next, well, you don't know what happens. You can't see it. Now you see this big mamma jamma right here, who, as he's up and close and personal to you, Barnaby, this gnoll is sort of missing an eye with a deep scar on one side, and it just looks big and bad and mean, and just wants to just literally eat all of you. And they are going to make a couple attacks. First is this going to try and bite you, and it's a miss. Then they're going to try and claw at Valken, and they miss Valken, and they're going to try and claw at Bryn, and they hit you, Bryn, with a 21.
Okay.
And you take 8 slashing damage.
That's okay, because my HP just went way up.
Valken,
So I can
you
take it.
are surrounded by hyenas, giant hyenas, gnolls, undead gnoll skeletons,
And a chicken.
and a chicken.
And a chicken.
So, like I said, Valken, he gets bit, freaked out by the undead thing next to him, and now he's having to like dance around so a chicken's not pecking at his feet. And he's just kind of like, what the fuck? Swings at, first he's gonna swing at the undead thing just because it's like,
Yeah,
you know,
it's spooky, and you hate it.
get the F away from me. So, alright. 16 plus 8.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
Ooh, that's gonna be 15 damage on that one.
You explode this gnoll skeleton.
Okay.
You hit it with your sword, and the bones just fly everywhere.
And
And
immediately
you
after
hear
that
in your
strike,
mind, yes, destroy these foul creatures, all of them.
as he finishes that strike and hears the sword say that, he's like, "Oh, you're gonna love this." And then he's just next he just goes down the line, takes a slash at the gnoll in front of him.
Do you say that out loud?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Falcon's in a state of like fight, and he doesn't care who hears what he
Please
says.
specify which gnoll you were slashing now. There are a couple.
Yeah, there's a few.
The one in
Here?
next to the hyena.
He's the one on the hyena?
The one in front of me.
This one?
That's strict. Yeah, is that
That's a
gnoll
hyena.
or- That's a hyena. Okay, the hyena. That's what I meant.
Go for it.
17 plus 8.
That definitely hits.
Okay, damage on that is 10.
10. You just obliterate this hyena.
Okay. I'm going to use a key point
Okay.
and do flurry of blows, and I'm going to try to hit the big hyena in front of me.
All right, the giant hyena. Go for it.
Mm-hmm. First hit, that's 11.
And 11 does not hit.
Okay. Second attack is 16 plus 17. Or 16 plus 7, sorry.
That definitely hits. Roll your damage.
Okay. Now you have to tell me if I can do this. Now, since I landed that, can I go ahead and spend another key point to try to make that a stunning strike?
You sure can.
Okay.
Roll your damage first, and then let me know.
It's damage is a 8 damage on that.
8 damage, and they're stunned.
Okay.
Nice.
So, yeah. So Valken just cuts down those two, and then quick strikes to the dome of the big hyena, just to try and create some breathing room for himself. And actually, I think because I did that, I can shift my position. Right?
Yep.
Because of Drunken Master.
And it does not. I don't believe it provokes opportunity attacks.
Right. It's like a disengage.
Yep.
So I'm actually going to. Actually, you know what? No, it's fine. I'm going to then slide on up to these two right here.
All right. What's next?
I think that's what I can do.
Okay. Bryn, you're next.
Are there any that still have fairy fire up on them?
Should be the two next to Valkan and Ron.
Yeah, I think so. I'll have to.
All right, it's like impossible to tell on here.
I think
still see
all
blue
of the
light.
fairy fired ones might be dead, except for the chicken.
Okay, and then this guy that's left is stunned. That's what that icon
One
means, right?
over. I think one of these might.
The big hyena is stunned. The guy on his back is not.
This
It's
one's
not,
fairy
okay.
fired. The null thing.
Which one?
This one.
Oh, my map must be broken.
I'll give them sparklies. Oh yeah, we might be having some issues, but just let me know.
Should I refresh?
Sure, if you'd like.
Just can't see which one you're.
We may have to
pointing at.
theater the mind this because I'm afraid there might be an issue. But let me know what you'd like to
Okay,
do.
the one that's fairy fired, I'm just gonna attack that one with my javelin.
Gotcha.
And so that's gonna be a 22 to hit.
It definitely hits.
It's gonna take 5 damage.
Okay, and it's
and
wounded.
And then I'm gonna use my second attack.
Okay.
$19.
A 19 hits.
I just like, God, die, stupid gnolls. 9 damage on that.
9 damage. Okay.
Yeah. Is he
Looks-
still up?
More than happy to continue going.
It does? Okay. Then I'm going to action surge.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hit him again with my javelin. And I still get advantage
Gotcha.
from fairy fire?
You sure do. I'm gonna refresh that map because I safely refreshed and we'll see what happens.
That's 19.
19 hits.
Gonna take another 4 damage.
Okay.
And then my second attack.
Yeah, your double second attack. So the last one was 4 damage, right?
Yeah. And that's gonna be a 24 to hit.
Oh yeah.
6 damage.
Another 6 damage. He's looking rough, but this one's much harder than the other.
That's okay. I
gnolls.
did a lot of work on him. Hopefully somebody will come over here and finish the job. I trust my friends can handle this.
Okay. Up next, you all should be able to see that now, is going to be, well, you don't know what happens. Next is going to be this Nolan. They're going to try and break in.
Let's
but they
make
do not
a
succeed.
Constitution save
He does too. You're right.
of 13.
Boy, and they do fail.
Yeah.
I'll take 9 radiant damage.
9 radiant damage. Okay. They do not like that, but he stays, trying to claw at this door. Not sure what their deal is, but up next is going to be this hyena. They're going to move in here with their rider, and they're going to try and take a bite out of Bryn. And a 17, does that hit you?
No.
All right, they miss. Up next is this another undead gnoll that you've happened to walk across in front of you.
Oof.
Valken, and they try and bite you. It's a 21.
Yeah.
And you take 5 piercing damage, and as they club you, they miss you. Swing a large branch at you.
Alright.
Up next is going to be the one on the back of this knoll, and they are going to jump off and attack Bryn with a natural one, which doesn't do anything, with another miss, and with another miss.
Stupid Noel, you're going to have to try better than that.
And the hyena misses you, Ron, and they are going to scoot backwards here. Back to the top, I believe. Is this hunter who's gonna try and break through the door here? And you see as they are using just whatever they can find. They're using a spear to pry pieces of this wood back, and they're making some purchase. The door is still remaining hold, but now there's a hole in it, and you can see the wide eyes of someone trying to hold it back and getting out of the way. You also see
a save as well.
They will make a save too. And they fail as well.
Take a tasty 6 damage.
All right. They're hurting, but they stayed there. Up next is this one that is on the stunned hyena. So they come off here and start swinging at Barnaby.
Mm-hmm.
One's a 15, which I believe hits you.
Yep, 15.
So you take 5 damage as they jump off and hit you as they're flying off. And then when they land, they swing at you again with 2 hands, but miss.
Okay.
This one is gonna keep trying to get in, but no additional purchase is made. And you all can see here that the walls are starting to light up. They're starting to burn. You're not for sure how much longer, but maybe, well, you'll find out. It's soon when these walls might go up, maybe a couple rounds. And you see from inside another bolt of fire being launched, and it hits, and it's going to do a total of 10 damage on their die. Nice job, whoever you are that you all don't know. And this gnoll is now dead from the bolt of fire. Ron, what do you do?
Ron's gonna, smack this gnoll right in front of him.
That's a hyena that kind of tried to back and maneuver on you.
All right, a 20 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Takes 9 damage.
Obliterates the hyena. They don't have a whole lot of HP.
And then Ron's gonna step back forward or backwards and swing at this gnoll right behind him and swing it away.
Gotcha.
I think a 10 misses.
10 misses the pack lord. All right, anything else you'd like to do?
That is all.
Okay. Barnaby, you're surrounded. You got a couple giant hyenas. Yeah. You've got a big scary gnoll right in front of you. Things are not looking good.
Teeth are chattering a bit. Barnaby would like to do a rabbit hop.
Okay.
As a bonus action.
Yes, you would.
You can jump 15 feet without provoking opportunity attacks. You can use this trait if your speed is greater than 0, and you can use it 3 times. Blah 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 blah.
Where would you like to jump?
Nice. Can I just I can go 15 feet, right?
You can.
Can I go like over this stuff, or is that like, or do I gotta
with
go
15
away?
feet, that would use some of your movement upwards too. So
Okay.
these are giant hyenas, so they're 10 feet tall. But
Okay.
anywhere in the arc behind you, or I'll let you go over the smaller ones in front of you if you'd like.
Oh, like so I could go like here.
Yeah, you sure can.
Okay, let's do that. Oh, I can do.
I'll
said
got
what?
you. You bippity boppity, hippity hoppity right over those
nice.
knolls, and just sort of you see those of you that are sort of in this area, which would be Ron and Bryn, with all this smoke and craziness going on here. You just see Barnaby. It's looking pretty dire, like he's surrounded, and this new friend might get eaten, and he just jumps.
You've seen a rabbit do the erratic jump thing. You know that just happened, and so from back, that's a bonus action. I would like to cast sleep.
Okay.
And now I got to be very careful how we do this. I would like to cast sleep, like kind of. What do I do? Hold like back here, but it's a 20-foot radius, right? So how do I do this? Where would I cast it to try to?
What level are you gonna cast it at?
This is gonna be at level. We're gonna do this at level 3.
Okay. And I will. I'm kind of picking up what you're putting down.
Right.
So I'll make the cube, and then we'll figure out where it's 20 feet by.
Yeah. So it's well, let's see. I can cast up to 90 feet. It's a 20-foot radius.
Oh, it's not a.
So I'm trying to encapsulate as many of these baddies as I can.
As many as you can with no friends, I'm assuming.
Right. I'd like to avoid Bryn, even though
You
she's
can
me.
get. If you drop it here, you will get all of them except for this pack lord, and it's
Sure.
going to be hard to get them and not get Bryn.
Sure.
You can get me. I don't care.
No.
And roll your total.
I need your help. What do I do?
Just roll all your dice. You casted it at
78.
4th level. You said?
Third.
Third level.
Third level sleep. So what do I roll for that?
5d8, 7d8, 9d8.
We
98. So that's which one's that look like? Is that the spaceship?
pyramid.
Double pyramid.
Double pyramid.
Double pyramid.
diamond.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we need. How many times are we doing this?
9.
Oh, jeez.
Go ahead and
Okay.
count that up, and I'll narrate what's going to go on out here, because it's not going to matter for a little bit. You see another dagger flying across at one of the other knolls here, but it misses. You hear some more shouting inside. The pack lord is going to. Well, we'll wait because things might change, but.
29, 30, 32.
32 on a 9d8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The chicken falls asleep.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how that works in polymorph. It falls asleep. It's sleepy time for the chicken. It's having a real bad day. The Null Hunter also falls asleep.
Nice.
And then no one else falls asleep. There's not enough hit points left to go
That's-
after them.
That's all we got.
Sleepy chicken, sleepy Null.
It's okay.
All right.
The big one is still stunned for now.
Mm-hmm. That is true. All right, up next is going to be this pack lord, and they are going to swing at Ron first.
All right.
It is a natural 20.
Well, that for sure hits.
Wait. Oh,
And they are going to.
could have used the thing and I was too slow. It's really hard to get it in before you
They
say things.
swing this large glaive at you. You didn't notice what they had as they were barking orders earlier, but now they're in the thick of it as they see people dropping. So you take, holy shit. You take 23 slashing damage.
Oh,
God.
I rolled 2 10s on D10s. I'm sorry, buddy. This pack lord has had enough of your shit apparently.
Nice, man.
And it makes another attack at you, Bryn.
oh, jeez.
But they miss. And they roll to see if something recharges, and it does not. You hear more shouting and saying, they're gonna get through. I see a hole in the gate. Keep pushing. Sleepy Chicken is sleepy. This friend is gonna do some fun with Bryn. And they're gonna try and bite you, Bryn. Do you remember which one of the creatures had your wound on them? I think it was this one to be.
It was the one that was fairy fired that I attacked a whole bunch.
It was this one.
Yeah.
So they roll a 17 to bite you.
It's gonna
Is that
miss.
hit? That's a miss. So they take 2 from your wound. And then they're gonna try and just claw at you. 1 miss, and then another claw is gonna hit you.
Okay.
And you're gonna take 8 slashing damage.
Oof. Okay.
Okay.
Valken,
Yes. My turn?
it is your turn.
All right. I wanted to get this disgusting undead thing in front of me away. So I'm gonna slash at it. It's probably gonna miss. That's 10.
Which one are you? The undead one or the non-undead one?
The undead one.
10, not enough. You're looking for 12.
Okay. We'll do another attack there. And that's to be exactly 12.
Exactly 12. All right.
And damage on that is 6.
6 damage. Looking a little rough.
Okay. And I will take let me think how I want to handle this situation here. You know what?
Up to you.
I'm going to use my last key point for flurry of blows.
Okay.
And I have my reasons for this. So that's 11 plus 7 on the undead guy. Good hit, right? Damage on that. Ooh, nice. It's 10 damage on that.
On the undead one,
Uh-huh.
obliterates him.
Okay. And I'll direct my next attack at the other guy next to me.
All right. Go for it.
That'll be 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Okay. And that'll be another 10 damage on that one.
Another 10 damage. It's looking rough.
Okay. As I land that blow, I'm gonna quickly shout to my group there. Just gonna say I'm gonna go to the door and try to take care of the gnolls at the door, and then I'm just gonna use my my drunken master thing to move
Okay.
as far as I
Nice.
can over there. So
Nice.
that's
Good.
1, 5, 10. I should be able to get right
Oh,
here. I
careful for
believe.
my moonbeam.
Oh. Okay, I'll stop right there then.
And on your turn, and if you want to step around it, even though the map doesn't extend that direction, you can easily get around
Well-
it if you need to. So, Bryn,
Yeah.
this large gnoll is starting to be a little sluggish at this point. They're hurting a bit. Everyone else looks pretty high spirits, I guess, for gnolls.
And we're trying. These two are sleeping.
Yep,
Which one the chicken's at? Oh, I see the symbol now.
yep, they're sleeping.
I have a question. Thunder Wave is a cube, I believe.
It is.
Could I somehow get just like these 3 in it?
It originates from you, right?
Yeah.
It
I don't
said-
think I think it would get that guy no matter what,
Is
right?
it a 10-foot cube?
You know what I'm gonna do? I could get 1,
There you go.
2, 3 in it. Let's do that.
Which ones do you want?
Rock them.
This one, this one, this one.
You wouldn't be able to do that because it's a 10-foot cube originating from you. You can
Right,
do
I'd
this
have
though.
to step back.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to step back, which means I'd take an attack of opportunity.
You think so, yeah?
But then I could get all 3 of them in it.
Yep.
I'm fine with that. I don't want to take an attack of opportunity from the big one. I'll take an attack of opportunity from the 2 little ones.
Okay. Those are the meanest looking gnolls.
Okay. Wait,
so
these 2, not the big one. Oh, the big one's just their mount, right? Never mind. I'm gonna move here
Well, let me know what you're doing.
because that's where I wanted to go because I want to stay next to Ron, if
Okay.
possible.
So you
I
cast
forgot
this
the big guys are
square.
just the mounts.
The Gnoll Fang is going to swipe at you, and that is a 24 to hit. And they bite
that'll
at you.
hit.
Oh,
jeez.
And you take 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh. Okay. Okay. 17.
You feel sort of this poison into your bloodstream, but you're able to kind of power through it.
Okay. And then I'm going
Okay.
to second
Go ahead.
level Thunder Wave.
Go for it. And they need to make some saves.
Yeah, they're going to be making con saves. It's a 15.
The Hyena fails, the other 2 pass. They get knocked back 10 feet.
Yeah, they get knocked back 10 feet.
Roll
And
your
then the
damage.
2 that pass are going to take half damage. And it
doesn't-
is 3d8.
Yeah, let me know what your damage is.
Seven plus 5.
12.
Thank you. My brain. 12 damage for full, and then 6 for half. Didn't roll very well.
Okay.
Then I am going to
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
bonus action second wind.
Go for it. This
Get a
hyena's
D10.
turn, they have had enough. And they're going to start hightailing it, running away. They have nowhere to mount, no one to control them, and they don't care. This one is going to start running away. You seem to be routing, since you've destroyed so many of them, some of the lesser dedicated ones, if that makes sense, are going to take this opportunity and try and get away. This one, however, is going to get some moonbeam damage, right?
Oh yeah.
It's a save, right? Or is they're just in it?
13 is the con save.
They
and
make their
if they-
save.
If they make it, they take half.
Okay.
So I rolled 11, so they should take 5.
All right, that's enough for this one. And he gets destroyed. He was hurting it anyway. He gets destroyed before he even gets to act. And this one is sleepy. This one's gonna try and break in. Okay, natural 20, which counts as 2 successes. So this one is like clawing and gnawing and just splintering wood and trying to get through here. And they find purchase. Where the other one had pried with their spear, they pull their hands, which have those short swords like affixed to their arms, and they pry it apart. And the door is open, and they squeeze inside. Valken, when that door was open, you are able to see, you can see what you can see. At this angle, it's kind of tough, but they are inside, and you hear people screaming.
Okay.
Another bolt of fire from inside, against the gnoll who came in that direction, and it hits. You have no idea what their current state is because you can't see in there. Ron.
Ron's gonna dismiss the moonbeam, so because I don't want to hurt Valkan. And then I'm gonna just hammer on this pack lord. The swing of the hammer. It's
Go for
18
it.
hit.
It does.
I'm gonna smite his face.
Go for it.
Level 1 spell.
End him. You got charity stuff to do.
13, 20, 25 damage.
Ooh!
Nice.
Wow.
Oof. I smite
You
thee.
do an incredible blow with your mace, and it just hits them right across the jaw as radiant energy propels your mace, cracking open, blood dripping down. They're hurt. They're very hurt, but they're not dead.
Well, then my second attack may change things. Mm-hmm. Swing! 17 hit?
A 17 does hit.
Excellent. And I deal additional 9 dammies.
9 dammies. All right. You drop the Pack Lord. What does it look like when you follow up on that smite?
When I follow up, I swing upward with the mace, connecting with its jaws as its head flies back and teeth just spit out of its snout.
All right, and in response to that one falling, this one moves up to you and strikes at you.
All right.
Tries to bite you, but misses you. Barnaby, things are looking up, ish.
Yeah, I know my friends have taken some hits though. I think Bryn might be a little bit hurty.
She looks pretty good. She looks okay.
How's Ron looking?
It's looking pretty bloody after that
Bloody?
monster
All right.
hit.
Oh,
Let's do a third level cure wounds.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, let's do that. So it's a 3d8 plus 4. Touch. So is that what I do? 3d8.
Yeah.
What's the shape on this one?
The pyramid.
Spaceship.
Yeah,
Wait, no,
pyramid.
sorry, double pyramid. My bad.
Or diamond.
All right. So what do we do? 3d8. What does that mean then? So I roll 3 of these,
Uh-huh.
and I'm adding them or picking a good one.
Adding them.
So 3, 4,
7.
3.
10 plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
14 Heelys.
Nice.
very nice. Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to do?
What other bonus actions can I do? There's not a lot, right? Am I in a?
I think you've
range?
used all your bardic inspiration at the moment.
Yeah, all bardic inspiration's gone. I'm gonna do
Bardic information.
Yeah. Bunny inspiration is gone, so I don't think I'm in range of a. Oh no, this guy's right here, right?
Mhm. You could hop again, I think, or you
Yeah,
could
let me do a hop. I'm just gonna kind
Yeah.
of hop back
one hop this time.
toward Vulcan.
Yeah, and you piece out of there. Another just spring, and you land in the snow, and you see Falcon running in. And you see from your position that gate is now opened. Up next, giant hyena. They've had enough as well. They don't have a rider anymore. They're polymorph. They're sleep. They're no longer stunned. And they are GTFOing like any hyena would without any proper instruction in this kind of battle. Up next, you see a dagger flying. Well, actually, none of y'all see that except for Valken. You hear it make purchase, but you can't really see. You see this person just the dagger hit them in the side, and they snarl and they pull it out and drop it on the ground. You see a couple of others try and push this creature back out, and they succeed surprisingly with a natural 20. You see a group of people all shove the doors back and push this creature back out. The gate's still open, it's no longer barred, but they're not in. Sleepy Chicken is Sleepy Chicken. And I think this one still has some fight left in him, and they're about one of the only ones. They are going to bite Bryn.
Okay.
The 24, they're going to take some damage from being wounded, which is a 1. Bryn, you take 8 piercing damage and roll a Constitution save.
Okay.
Oh.
It's okay. I'm really good at Constitution saves. Doesn't mean it'll work, but.
Famous last words.
Ooh, I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said
What is
that.
it?
You get +2 for being in my aura.
12?
A 12 is exactly what you need, thanks to Ron.
Thank you, Ron!
So as this gnoll reaches out and bites you, you're just bolstered with just this aura of Ron being there, knowing that he's going to help you get through, and you push back the poison effect on you. Valken,
All right.
you
I see
hear
this-
in the distance in this direction a wall go down. The doorway is still
Okay.
ajar here.
Yeah, I see a creature get shoved backwards. Is this another gnoll?
It is.
Okay. Yeah, and I just, now that the beam's gone from the sky, I'm just gonna close the gap and then
Go for it.
slash at it.
Yeah.
15 hit.
That hits.
Hey. Damage. 13 damage.
13 damage. How do you kill this gnoll that was trying to go in
as
and
it's
attack these people?
focusing its attention on the door, I just come up next to it and with one clean strike, just lop its head off, just without it
Yeah.
knowing.
Good. All of them must die. In your head.
No, I just,
And as you kind of run up and swing, and just as you run forward, trying to get there as quickly as you can, as these people are trying to push this creature out, and you slide on the snow trying to stop, and momentum drives you forward as you just cleave the gnoll's head off, and it falls onto the snow. And you see 3 people there holding the gate. That's all you can really see from this angle. You see a human man with dark hair and large sideburns with a large fur coat. You also see an elderly woman with a large brown coat and some winter wear and an eye patch holding onto this door. And you also see an elderly man with long, stringy blonde hair, a long, scraggly blonde beard, and also some similar winter clothing. That's who they had trying to hold the door closed.
so like Valken's kind of like panting out of breath. He just says, if you have water, you need to put out those fires, and then I'm gonna quickly reverse and run back with the remainder of my movement to try and
Okay.
get back this direction.
Go for it.
I went about 15 feet to get there, so
Mm-hmm.
we'll say I get about here.
Okay, Bryn.
Okay, I want to.
This portion of the wall goes down.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
You can now see inside, and you see just huddled behind some crates ever so slightly is you can see a long ear inside as they're trying to huddle and trying to stay away from these gnolls.
They're here! They're here! Your family! And then I'm going to try to attack this guy right in front of me.
Okay.
How bad are the walls bad enough that like the whole everything's gonna start going up in fire?
From what you can see, it's just the wall. They didn't make it inside.
Okay. Just making sure I didn't need to.
They have a couple problems at hand, and they're doing the best they can.
Okay.
All right, what do you do?
I'm gonna cast Booming Blade
Okay.
and then attack the guy right in front of me with my javelin.
Go for it.
That's not gonna hit. That's just a 10.
Does not hit.
I have a question. When I cast a cantrip, I have something called War Magic. And it says I can make one weapon attack as a bonus action.
sure
So that
can.
means I
That's
can do
a
another
class
weapon
feature.
attack.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So I'm going to do another weapon attack as a bonus action. That one's going to hit. I rolled an 18.
Okay, and roll your damage.
That's going to be 6 damage.
Okay.
But because I did a cantrip, I don't get my second attack, right?
Right.
But because that
This
ability, I
makes up for
essentially
it.
do. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Okay.
Actually, can I move up
You
a
can
little?
move wherever you like.
I would like to move there if possible.
Yep. Up next, there are a couple things that you no longer see since no one's over there. This gnoll has beaten and has had enough, and they are beating feet out of here.
Yeah,
And they are scattering in all different directions.
Oh yeah.
This one is still asleep. This one, you see a firebolt arc into the snow after the gnoll that ran away, but it misses and it hits the snow when you see some of the ice melt around it. Ron.
Ron looks at this no fang in the one eye and glares as I swing my mace. With a 20 to hit.
Oh, that definitely hits.
I'm gonna smite with a level 2 spell this
Do it.
time. Ooh, this damage.
See
Okay.
it.
14, 21, 25, 30 dammies.
How do you kill the Gnoll Fang of Yanagu?
I'm going to bash this mace right into its eye socket, the one with the one eye left, and let this radiant energy burst into its skull.
So as you swing, which I believe both-handed at this point, unless you put your shield back on, you swing and strike in their one good eye, and like before, your mace strikes, and then this radiant blast propels it forward at the last moment, and you just see the energy just blow a hole where the eye was. And it's grody. You definitely destroyed that Gnoll Fang, and there's Gnoll bits everywhere. All right. Anything else you'd like to do at this point? I think that there are no active combatants on the field, except for some sleepy people.
Can we? I don't know the coup de grace rules in 5th edition. If they're sleepy and helpless, does that just mean
it's a polymorph
crit?
chicken. They're sleeping, so they're unconscious. When they are unconscious, I believe it is if you hit them and you're standing within 5 feet, it's an automatic crit if you hit them.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
I don't want this demon thing to unchicken, so I want to hit it and then
Just squash it with the mountain.
and smite with my last level 2 spell.
Okay. So you have advantage, and then
Okay.
when you hit, it is a crit if you hit,
Okay.
and it is against the AC of a chicken.
Which I rolled a 22.
Yes, you definitely hit. Add up all that damage for me.
Okay, this is gonna be a lot of dice.
That's okay.
And then I have a
here for it.
mace of smiting, so that's an additional extra dammies. I think that's an extra 7. Okay.
Is it? They're
Yeah.
not constructs.
It's 14 damage if it's constructs.
Oh, because you crit.
Yeah.
That's right. That's a good weapon.
All right. 17.
That's a good use for that mace then, knowing that you're gonna
I
do some
know.
crits.
30. 36. 39. 47 plus 5, 52 damage.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. So here's what's gonna happen.
That's some like level 10 damage right there.
Everywhere.
So what was your total again?
57 damage.
57 damage. Okay, so you strike at this chicken, which it's a chicken. It has 1 hit point. You slam your mace down on this chicken, and as you strike, the feathers kind of go up into the air, and you see the large creature before you changing back into its form. But here's the fun part about that, as it pushes the other one out of the way, since it's filling its space. You still have enough damage left over to outright kill it.
Oh,
So
thank
you
God.
hit and feathers go everywhere, and you see the creature just grow back in size and just slump and then fall. Well, I guess just its head hit against the snow, and you see just this putrid just odor coming from it, and just black, like jet black gooey ichor just spilling out of its mouth, and just everywhere. It's disgusting, but it's now dead.
Oh, thank the gods. Oh,
All right. Barnaby. You see one sleepy gnoll left, and at this point, in the battle, it's up to you all what you want to do. You can act into and out of initiative. It's asleep for a minute. If y'all want to coordinate and all hit it at once and all crit 'em at the same time,
Yeah.
you can.
yeah, so let's do that.
Yeah.
So-
Yes.
Yeah, we're just all gonna be like, hold.
Yeah, you
All
can,
in.
and no rolls needed on this. And
Okay,
if
yeah,
Barnaby, you can even do that with your crossbow, because at short
Okay,
range,
yeah.
even though it's a crossbow, it's
Right.
auto crit. So
That works
you
for
all
me.
line up, and if you all get into this, which I'm assuming you all do,
I'll let them handle it. I'm
We all go copy machine from Office Space on this
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You go full copy machine with Office Space, and Ron, you swing your mace over the top, and then Bryn has her strange barbed spear
I'm
of
just-
drow origin, and then Barnaby, you're looking like a badass with your crossbow, and this gnoll is annihilated.
Ooh.
And that takes us out of initiative at this point.
Whew.
And you all, well, tell me what you do.
Just like a sigh
I
of relief.
throw snow on fire or something.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
hand Ron
looking for
some
ways to
healing
help.
tonic.
Help with this wall to see if there's anything we can salvage with the wall. Stop anything. Throwing snow.
Easy enough. You can extinguish the fires from the walls, given enough time to try and make sure the fires go out. That's easy. Which it's now dark. You see some torch lights in the area
16 Ron.
Thank you.
light up. And what you can see as you're looking in the hole of this wall as it burnt down, you salvaged most of it. But there's some rebuilding to do. The people up here are industrious and hardy, and they'll be able to rebuild. And one thing that you do see, huddled behind some barrels and some boxes and some crates, are your parents. Barnaby, Evel, your mother, Hernan, your father, as they are kind of crawl out from under the tower, taking shelter. And you see walking down the stairs a few people. You see one who is a tiefling with snow white skin, small black horns, and white hair. You also see a woman covered in what looks to be sort of a cloak of large feathers and dark hair. And you also see another rabbit folk with white fur with brown and red mixed in, and a large, almost ostentatious blue scarf around their neck. And they all come out to assess the damage, and the woman who Valken had saw earlier, with the eye patch in the winter clothing, says, We would not have made it without you all. Thank you very much for helping us. The gnolls, they came out of nowhere. I'm sorry. My name is Denise. This is my husband, Thomas. And she points to the human with the wiry blonde hair and long beard. The one with the poofy sideburns says, Emmett Booth. Nice to meet you.
Well, if it wasn't for our little rabbit friend here, we would not have made it in time, but I'm glad everyone is still safe.
Barnaby,
they call me Ron.
Nice to meet you, Ron. And you all greet, and you hear inside, Barnaby? Barnaby! And you see a rabbit folk jump right over the wall and land in front of Barnaby with their blue scarf sort of flowing in the wind. Oh, Barnaby, I haven't seen you in so long.
Are you okay?
We're okay now.
What's happened here?
Well, the gnolls were rampaging, so I got, most of the folks to a nearby shelter in some caves. Don't worry, they were clear before we went in. But I came back to get your parents as they, you know how stubborn they are. They insisted that they got everyone else out first.
Casualties?
None, luckily.
Amazing.
We got blown away by a storm and gnolls were on our trail, so we got lucky and found this little outpost made homestead, and they let us stay till we could get our bearings, and unluckily the gnolls attacked.
Thanks to my friends here. This is Ruin, Volcano, Brian. I met new friends. They helped us fight through these gnolls and make our way here. Thanks to them, I was able to find you and help save you from this gnoll attack.
Ruin, thank you. Brian. And she waves at Brandon. She goes, Volcano, you're really fast. Wow. I saw you just jetting across the snow.
Yeah.
It's an odd name. I don't know Elvish, so.
Who are these people?
Oh, I'm so sorry. We met these people. That's Emmett and Denise and Cade. Emmett does a lot of the hunting and trapping, and Denise and Cade built this place, or I guess took it over, what was left of it. You have Morali. She's joined us recently. Trouble with her clan. She's the only one left. Anna. She's new here too. Sort of a magical healery type person. And then Hernan and Evel, yes. Barnaby's parents. And you see your parents kind of come out of the hole in the wall, and Hernan kind of slaps you on the shoulder, Barnaby. He goes, Barnaby, my boy! It's been so long.
Glad to see that you're okay.
And he reaches into his pack and he pulls out the page, the song that you wrote them, the sheet music and the lyrics.
Oh, yeah?
Wait, I saved it. I just want you to know. I know you worked so hard on this.
Oh. So they...
And
Ron, do you see this?
And your mother just wraps her arms around you as you're playing.
I want to do it.
And you see tears rolling down her face into her fur. I missed you playing so much, Barnaby. I didn't know you were coming back, but I was so glad to see you. Our very own homegrown hero.
I tried to make my way as an entertainer, but I don't think I make a very good bard, so I came home to see and be with family.
And Nara sort of just... She hugs you and then lets go, and then just kind of like socks you on the shoulder. She's like, looks around at the wreckage of all the dead gnolls. She's like, yeah, some bard, right? You're so bad at it.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
don't count yourself out, Barnaby. You are one fantastic bard.
Very talented. You're a very fantastic little rabbit fellow.
You kept morales high, you kept us alive, and here we are, together.
thanks to you all. Thank you.
Emmett sort of steps up and says, well, I say that, appreciate you putting out the fires. That was going to be step 2 after the creepies out there trying to eat us. I say, we rebuild what we can, make sure this place is secure, and I told Inara I'd help trailblaze through the snow, get your family safe with the rest of your folk.
Appreciate that. It's mighty kind of you.
What are you up to? You gonna head back home, or you got other places to be?
Oh, you speaking with us?
I'm talking to y'all and then your rabbit friend over here.
Oh, we are headed back, perhaps in the morning.
Definitely need some sort of rest.
That's not much, especially now. We may have to work through the night to get this place secured, but you're more than welcome to stay and sleep it out the next night if you need to.
Oh, we can help rebuild. If that help make things move more swiftly.
Well,
It's
that'd
dangerous
make
out
things
here.
easier. Well, I'll get to it. A lot of work to be done, and everyone else kind of joins you all, and you've made your way into the outpost, and it's kind of an old rickety outpost for some reason. You're not sure of the origin, but it's been sort of retrofitted to be sort of a homestead with walls at this point. Anything else you'd like to do or questions you'd like to ask?
Well, Barnaby, as you have clearly proven, you are an excellent bard and a terrific adventurer. So, if you ever wish to join the Order of Iberus, just hold on to that pamphlet Ron gave you.
It's a
Yes,
great.
they're always looking for bards, always. We get like a lot of barbarians and like a whole lot of paladins, like so many paladins, but we don't really get very many bards, so you should apply.
What's Ron is only paladin.
No, there's other paladins at the order, not just you.
Ron never see them.
They don't worship your fake tree god, they worship their own fake god, so you probably don't cross paths.
Savanas, the Oak Father, is not fake. How many times I have to tell you,
I
Grim?
did not say he is fake, I said he is fake god. There is distinction.
Ron, everyone has gone through traumatic experience. We will not get into this right now.
Okay, that is
But
probably,
later, Ron will have words.
Okay, later we will talk. Barnaby, are you feeling okay? Do you need some of this healing tonic? And Bryn holds out like a jug of what smells like moonshine vodka nasty to you.
He would take
Would
it.
you like?
He's hurting a bit.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give you that, and you're gonna get 5 plus whatever your level is healing, I think. Right? That's how it works.
So you all are able to heal up and rest and do whatever you need to without any issue. Like I mentioned, it's nightfall at this point. You'll have to spend the nights trying to build this place back up. So you would take a point of exhaustion, but it's a gamble of, do you want to fortify or do you want to sleep now and take chances with open walls?
I think we fortify.
Yeah, we'll fortify.
So you're reasonably sure that if you get the walls back in order, especially with some hardened adventurers in here, there's not much that can get by you now. So you all work through the night, making sure the walls are put back in place, add some more fortifications, repair the gates and things as such, and get the palisades back to where they were. And then you are free to mill about and then rest as you need to on the following night. But you all have saved the outpost, saved Barnaby's parents and friend, we'll say. And we can continue on after that. I will say that the next day that the rabbit folk will head back with Emmett's help to get to safety with the rest of their people. And I'm assuming Barnaby goes with. If not, you're free to do with whatever.
Yes, Barnaby would see them back unless my new friends need help as well with some other task.
No, you can spend time with your family now,
Should
Barnaby.
stay with family, yes.
Inara.
But you should join us later. Join Iberis if you want to try being a bard again.
Maybe it's something I could do after all.
Oh yeah, you could definitely do it. If it is what you wish.
Well, if you ever need anything, we found a couple of some decent caves for now, and some rolling hills up north, just on the base of that really big mountain range. You can't miss it. So if you need anything, look us up. We're not too hard to find if you're trying.
Yes, we would definitely locate you if we ever cross paths again or need anything. Thank you.
And that is where we will end our session tonight, with the Sweet Justice helping their newfound rabbit folk friend not only find his parents and his special friend, but also get them back to safety and save some of the people along the way. We can pick up next time. You all will be here. You can ask any questions that you may have of the other folk in the fort, but we will work our way over to some shout outs, and I will start first with Bunny Dreadful.
Well, never ready. Oh, that's my British accent. That's not my real accent. Hi, I'm Bunny Dreadful. I'm an art streamer here on Twitch. If you want to see me draw some D&D character art, or I don't know, whatever random stuff I feel like drawing, I'm a little bit of a hiatus because I'm out of town next week, but we'll be back the week after. So please come hang out and watch me draw things. Bye.
All right, up next is going to be our friend Virtual Spectre, and I need to put the poll up real quick to see who the MVP was.
Oh yeah, MVP.
But go ahead, VS.
Yeah, I am called Virtual Spectre here on Twitch. I stream a variety of games, and tomorrow is a long stream day usually, so I haven't decided what we're playing yet, but either way, it's gonna be fun or torturous on me, depending. So feel free to come hang out.
All right, up next is our friend Moobs Like Jagger from the GGN crew.
Hello, friends. Moops here from the GGN crew. I have a very, very big event happening this weekend. I'll be over on the Obsidian Twitch channel for our 36-hour marathon stream for Extra Life. We're starting at 9 a.m. and going 36 hours to whatever that is. I think we end at 5 or 6. I don't remember. But yeah, Pacific time. I'm going to post a link in Discord, Max, if you want to share the schedule.
Yeah, I will drop that.
Okay, we got the schedule. I'm in a lot of events. We're gonna play Grounded. I'm gonna eat some bugs, and if we raise $1,000 during our Grounded segment, we're gonna eat some scorpions, which I hope.
Oh my god!
I mean, I want to raise a lot of money, but I don't want to eat the scorpion. But it's probably gonna happen. So.
Speaking from experience, it is awful and gross.
Oh no!
So prepare yourself.
I'm gonna
prepare yourself, buddy.
Mouthwash and trash cans.
You're gonna need it. I've been there.
Yeah, twitch.tv/obsidian. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome times.
And I'm gonna post that in the chat, so you can go ahead and head on over there and follow, so you can catch it. So definitely go donate some money over to them and get them. I'm gonna donate some money just so I can see you eat some nasty shit. I'm just saying.
I'll do it.
But not least is our guest today, Captain E-Rock, playing Barnaby Grey Fox, our Paragon Bard.
All the claps. All the claps.
Yay!
Oh my gosh!
Thank you so much for having me. I'm Captain E-Rock. I stream variety. I do simulation, survival. I've been playing a lot of Grounded, by the way, lately.
Ooh.
And yeah, I don't do a lot of pew-pew, but I do a lot of indie games and checking out new stuff. And yeah, that's my next stream is Sunday at 9 a.m. We're going to be doing a charity stream as well for stackup.org, which is a charity for military veterans and allied units. You know, it's been a long night.
Yeah, no worries, buddy.
It's promoting mental health and preventing suicide through our shared interest in gaming. So this is my third or fourth time doing it for them, so I'm super excited to do it.
Very nice. Thank you all so much for playing. I've put their links in the chat. There will also be links on the podcast and the VOD later on if you were listening, so check your descriptions and all I'll make sure to post. Let's see. Well, by the time those come out, the event will be over. But twitch.tv/obsidian. We'll give them some love and donate some money for their charity cause.
Oh yeah.
It's me, I'm Maximus. I'm the DM. This is what I've been doing lately. Until some things slow down in my life and I learn how to be a software developer, since that takes up a lot of my time. But I love D&D, and thank you all so much for following and the subs and the hosts. I see them. I very much appreciate them. Thanks for just supporting our little show. And I like it a lot, and I like you a lot. Yeah, all of you.
Thanks, everyone. Oh, who got MVP? I wasn't paying
Barnaby,
attention.
you have got the MVP. So
Yeah.
normally that would give you an inspiration, but you get to choose who gets the inspiration tonight. I'm gonna make you choose between your friends.
I thought that means he had to come back.
Like this. Or I thought it meant he had to come back. That's what I was hoping for.
Oh, is that what it is? The inspiration is to
Yeah.
return at some point in the future.
Yeah.
Maybe you run paths against Barnaby at some point. Even though Bryn was giving me a hard time, I'm gonna throw it Bryn's way because we had a connection there with our
Aw.
overnight watch.
Bryn, take your inspiration. Thank you all so much.
Barnaby.
Go follow everyone here. Follow the cast. Like I had mentioned, we do have some merch. If you want to look into that, check out our Patreon. And follow our socials on YouTube, over at Anchor on our podcast format. And well, I love D&D.
And no stream next week.
Yeah, no, thank you very much. No stream next
Surrender.
week. We're going to be off next week. A few of us are going to be out of town. So no stream. Mark it on your calendars, and we'll be back with vengeance. I mean, it'll be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you all very much. I feel like I say thank you a lot, but I feel like you'll deserve it.
Thank you a lot.
They do.
Thank you a lot.
Yeah.
So
They do deserve it. They do deserve it.
wear a mask, wash your hands, get vaccinated, and we'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
Have a great weekend.
Goodbye.